everybody, it's Melissa Sorrentino, and I want to talk today about passion. Passione. Passion. That's what I want to talk about. Now, ultimately, I'm recognizing a lot of, there's a whole category of things that I talk about, not just on videos, just generally. Balance is so huge. Balance, balance in artwork, balance in music, balance in theater, balance in your life experience. I just find so frequently that the answer is finding a balance. It's not one polarity or another polarity. It's that fulcrum where you can kind of live there in that place with range but still stability. Wow, that's kind of heavy. I want to ponder on that. Sila. Wow. Okay, so passion. So I was watching a video. I don't just make videos. I also watch and support other videos. But I think it's, oh God, I hope I'm not fucking it up. I think it's Evan Carmichael. I subscribe to his stuff. Really cool. He does the top 10 this, and he's very big on mentors and stuff like that. Anyway, in reference to the one that I want to talk about, I'll put it in the description, a link to that. But it was about passion, and I think the title was something like, is this the best or worst advice that you could ever get? And it was little clips and vignettes of different people like Steve Jobs and Mel Robbins and, just a variety of mentors and motivational speakers on their stage talking about the subject of passion. And then the very last one, the advice was, don't follow your passion. So somebody said do, some people said, oh, passion is this or that, whatever, watch the clip. The last guy, though, he was kind of cynical, and I was I really get what he's talking about, but something sort of arose in me as I watched that, and I would like to address it. And I want to talk about passion in sort of two areas of having passion. When you are looking for your passion in life, a lot of people, especially young people, you're looking for what's my calling, what's my purpose, what's my passion. All these are kind of they're almost interchangeable, even though they mean dramatically different things from each other. But a lot of people say the way to get to your calling is to try to find your passion. And passion is an emotion. Passion is not a career choice. I want to be a dentist, therefore it's my passion. You could be a dentist for various reasons. Maybe your passion is helping people. Maybe your passion is pleasing your parents who are dentists. Maybe your passion is buying a yacht, and it's something that pays well. So that's so your passion can lead to your career path. Your calling can lead to your career path, whatever. But I'm not talking about careers here. That's a whole different thing, and I won't tackle that. But passion, when you're on stage doing improv, or when I paint or when I write, I sort of have two different passions going on. And if I have both of them in balance, those are the areas where, at least in my experience and in my personal history, it's actually led to some dollars, and some on occasion, some consistently, but and that's actually led to a livelihood. So passion is something you can have about the process. You can be passionate in the midst of the process. Passion is an emotion. Really interesting. One of the guys said passion and stress were the same thing. He said when you have that very a lot of energy doing something you hate, that's stress. But when you have a lot of energy doing something you love, that's passion. I disagree with that because it's a completely different kind of feeling. So passion clearly is a positive feeling, and stress is a negative feeling. So I really don't see how those are could be the same. But if that works for you, cool. Passion to me is a feeling that is it's all encompassing. That's why, in sexual passion, it's woo, it's one thing to like somebody, it's another to be I feel passionate about that person. Ooh, you know, like, wow. Or when you're, you know, you're kind of like making out with somebody and then you're overwhelmed with this like a wave of passion. It becomes very passionate. You know, you maybe are kissing and then it turns into just, you're just like mauling each other and just, you know, you don't have enough, you know, real estate of their body to touch. You don't have enough hands to touch them all the places. You just want to, you're just absorbing, or, you know, just all over. It's an all overness. So that's what I'm trying to describe. When I'm doing improv, sometimes I will be overwhelmed with that sense of like passion for it. Like I get lost in it. The ideas are firing and my mouth is moving and stuff's happening and I'm absorbing them and I'm absorbing the audience and I'm seeing things that are imaginary, you know, and I'm just like caught up in that. And it's just passionate. Like, wow, this is awesome, you know. But we can also be passionate about the result that we're trying to get. And this last guy, when he talked about passion in the clip, in the Carmichael clip, he was talking about how he thought his passion was to be, I want to say like a handyman or something like that. But anyway, something like, you know, skills, like a skilled thing, using your hands type thing. And he found that he sucked at it. He wanted to follow his father's footsteps and he wanted to do what his dad did and he wanted to, you know, build things. But it turned out that that was not his like talent set. So he's like, I was definitely passionate about wanting to do this, but I couldn't follow my passion because my talent wasn't there, is basically what he was getting to. But I disagreed, like immediately had this like vibe of like disagreement come up in me where I was like, well, that's not passion. That is passion for the result. But he wasn't passionate about the craftsmanship. You know, like when I'm painting, I am not passionate about the result of my painting. When I'm improvising, I'm not passionate about the result of my improvising. When I'm writing, I might be a little more passionate about the result of my writing. Thusly, I've never really made money doing improv other than teaching it. I've never really made money painting other than there were a few paintings that I've sold. One I sold for like $300, which I was like, score! But I get so caught up in the passion of the doingness of it that I do not see the forest for the trees. But there's a little part that is aware that there's a result that I'm passionate about, which might be fueling into each one of those moments, you know? Like I do when I'm doing improv, I love the result of laughter. I mean, that's going to fuel me, but it doesn't go the converse. I don't get pissed off or upset or annoyed or blue when I'm not getting laughs. I enjoy the process so much that, you know, it's as fun. I could have somebody sitting here in my room right now doing improv and I'd have just as much fun as when I have an audience. Maybe even a little more fun because I don't really like to think about the result. I only like to think about the process. But in my job that I have now and various jobs that I've had, I become much more result oriented. Like I'm aware that people are spending money for a product or service, or even just that my employer is spending money for my paycheck, that I get more there is a sense of passion that I really truly like deeply want to produce a result that carries the value of my compensation. And in an industry where I am now, which is where I work for tips, and I used to love waiting tables and I liked bartending and I like cocktail waiting. So I am a little bit fueled by the result of that tip. That is fun. That's a game that I play, and I'm passionate about playing the game of like producing result. And for me, the result is a tip, but that to me, what really matters to me is that in my heart, that tells me that they felt that they got their value. I don't think when somebody's already paid for something that they would necessarily be generous with a tip if they didn't feel that it had that value. They could have just politely given like a standard tip or no tip at all. They could easily get away with that with the job I have now. not waiting tables so much. But anyway, so there's the passion that you have through the doing, through the moments of doing it, through like, this pizza tastes good in my mouth, I'm chewing it, I like the texture of it, I like the toppings on it, I like the flavors, I like the savoriness, the sweetness, I like, the chewiness, or, any of that kind of stuff that you're in the process of feeling passionate about. But then there's also the result that you can be passionate about. Now, because I already talked about sex, and I don't know that I want to be like a sex guru lady, but it's something that exists. If you're having sex and you're totally result oriented, and all you're thinking of is he going to call me tomorrow? Is he going to call me tomorrow? And you don't let yourself get lost in the passion, you're not going to be that great in bed. And that's for men and women or whoever. Same thing with any art form, any process stuff. So if you're finding that you are only thinking about the result and you're not passionate in the process, then you haven't really found your passion. You may have found a good money-making livelihood, and then your passion will go into your hobbies. On the reverse, for me, I don't know what the end zone of this will be, but I still enjoy painting. I love the process of painting. When I'm done with a painting, honestly, I could just throw it in the garbage. I really don't care. Even if it turns out great or not great. I do like to keep the ones that turn out great. I don't know why. I just feel like I should. But in all honesty, it's just like the result of having something hanging on the wall, the only thing that I like about it is that it reminds me of the feeling I had while I was painting it. Or sometimes when you see another person's artwork, maybe we're connecting with the passion that they were feeling while they were painting it. Like, wow, I can tell that guy was like really, feeling this feeling when he created this product, and we're tapping into that. So that's all I want to say. I think it's interesting. I think it's very provocative and thought-provoking. And that's my goal. It's not really to answer questions, but to ask them and to explore and to just expand and just keep pulling. Let's just stick with the pizza dough. Just keep pulling that dough and enjoying it. Okay, you guys. Take care. Bye.